Hello, today I'm going to give my movie review of Terrifier 2. Today I'm totally unrehearsed. I usually am, but today I'm definitely unrehearsed. I'm just going to speak off the top of my head because I just finished watching it last night, and last night it was my birthday. Here's the thing. It took me forever to watch this movie, and I'll tell you why. I kept putting it off, and the reason why I would put it off is because I said, do I really want to watch this? Because what I did is I was watching other people's movie reviews, and I was watching bits and clips of it, and I already had a preconceived bias or prejudicial viewpoint towards the movie. So, unfortunately, I allowed that to affect me. And you know what? Here's the thing. Don't do that. If you're going to watch a movie, try not to, before you watch a movie, watch too many movie reviews, maybe one or two, and then watch like a bunch of isolated clips. And you might say, well, then why are you doing a movie review? I have to express how I feel about this. I'm sorry. I'm a horror movie fan. I've been a horror movie fan for over 40 some years, well over 40 years. And I'm just like, I gotta, sit down, watch this movie, and judge it for what it really is. And I had all these preconceived notions. I was like, okay. I told myself, I hyped myself to believe, I'm not going to like this movie. It's going to be a trendy movie. It's going to be very cliche. And I was convinced I wasn't even going to like the characters. And you know what the good news is? I was dead wrong. Dead wrong. And I'm glad I was. And that's why I'm so happy to make this movie review, is that it is over 2 hours. It is not just a gore fest or a slash fest. It isn't. This movie actually does have a story to it. And for the most part, a pretty good one. I will not compare it to Terrifier 1 because the only connection between Terrifier 1 and Terrifier 2 pretty much is Art the Clown. And yes, there is a continuation of that. Terrifier 1 happened first, Terrifier 2 happened subsequently, and that's fine. But it's not like you really even have to watch Terrifier 1 to appreciate Terrifier 2. Now, here are the things I really want to comment about. I was beyond surprised that the acting was really good. Lauren Lavera did a fantastic job. I didn't know what to think of her when I just saw little clips. I said, man, I don't know if I want to even watch this movie. And I was so reticent to do so. But then, I sat down, got on my cell phone, watched it, and I really got hook, line, and sinkered into this movie. She's an excellent actress. I hope she hears this. She's an excellent actress. The person who played her younger brother did a pretty good job. He was quite convincing. And the actress who played the mother got me upset so many times that I had to exclaim, wow, she's a really good actress, because she's really, affecting me. She's getting on my nerves, because I've seen that kind of parenting before. And I'm not going to give away too many spoilers. So I got to say that most, if not everybody in that movie, really had their acting skills honed. I was very impressed. More than I have been with a lot of horror movies. And I will admit to you that there's been many horror movies I've been watching on Netflix. I'll get through 30% of it. I go, I can't watch this. The acting stinks. The story stinks. With Terrifier 2, no. This is, even, let's just say if somebody told me the hard parts or gory parts, I closed my eyes, I'd say it was still worth watching the movie. The storyline is very good. David Leone definitely did some real thinking and pondering. He did not put this together like, hey, let's make a horror movie, let's make something shocking. No, He made a story. And I'm impressed. I'm very impressed. And is it hard to watch in reference to the gore? I would have to say, yeah, for a lot of people it would be. But I would also say, if you could get through movies like Dawn of the Dead, Day of the Dead, a lot of the Romero movies, you probably can get through this one too. But there is a little bit of a gotcha moment when it comes to the gore in Terrifier 2. You're like, whoa, okay, wow, you know? But is it unbearable? For some people, yes. And for a lot of people, I'd say no. And that should not be the sole reason why you should watch this movie. It's not about the gore. I really do believe the crux of this movie is the story itself. And there's a lot of intertwined micro plots that are neatly woven into a mosaic to give you an idea that this movie was not put together overnight. This is, yes, a horror movie. Yes, it's a shocker movie. For those who really go off and like on a tangent about the gore, that's their interpretation. I chose to see this movie as a holistic piece. I did not want to say, well, how gory is it? If that's your only reason for watching a movie, it defeats the purpose. I'd have to say that this movie is great as a story. The acting is really good. I think it is. And I see myself as a hard-to-please individual when it comes to that. And then I would also say the special effects are pretty good. I would say they're convincing. If you want to get out a microscope or a magnifying glass, who knows what kind of flaws you could find in any movie, right? But I would have to say this movie, I'd say it delivers on the action. It delivers strongly on the story. It delivers beautifully on the acting. And it's believable. And I have to say that the protagonist, she did a great job of portraying who she was in the movie, why she was that way, and how she was that way. She did an excellent job. I mean, she did a very, very good job. I was really, because I was thinking, oh, this movie's just going to be one of those, ostensible plot lines just for the sake of having a gory movie to be shown to, a large scale audience. No, it's not that at all. Not even close. So I don't want to give away too much here, but I want to say, if you are an individual who likes horror movies, if you can take some hard impact gore, but you want to see good acting, you want to see a good storyline, it's worth watching. And I want to say to each and every member in the cast, they did a fantastic job. And a shout out to the gentleman who played Art the Clown. He did a fantastic job himself. I mean, he can light up the whole scene just with facial expressions and body gestures. He doesn't ever utter a line because I believe he's a professional mime before he took on the role of Art the Clown. He does such a fantastic job that you're like, oh man, he's dark, he's harsh, he's rough, and I gotta say, I'm trying to make sure that I don't give away too much, because there's still people out there who haven't seen the movie and they're still on the fence. They're debating, should I even see this movie? Well, here's my final answer. If you could take my opinion with a grain of salt, go and see it for yourself. Don't listen to other movie reviews and the opinions of people in the comment section. I'm only telling you to see it because I want you as the audience to decide what you saw. I'm only telling you what I saw. And I think it was a great job. And honestly, I would say to anybody who likes horror movies, take a look at Terrifier 2. It is quite a ride. And hey, thank you so much for listening and have a wonderful day.